Good morning. Happy Wacky Wednesday. I hope you're ready for a fun and wacky day. All right, I have a very special book. And I'm going to do it again in class, but oftentimes we run out of time in class to hunt for all the wacky things. And the great thing about a video is that you can pause it and you can hunt as long as you'd like. And you can watch some now and then watch some later, and it won't really matter. So I'm going to do both. That way, if we don't get to finish in class, you can come back and look at Wacky Wednesday on here, okay? All right, Wacky Wednesday by Dr. Seuss. This was one of my favorite stories when I was little like you. In fact, I wanted to hear it so much, my mom said that she had to hide it. It all began with that shoe on the wall. A shoe on a wall? Shouldn't be there at all. See it? Then I looked up and I said, oh man. And that's how Wacky Wednesday began. Another shoe. Or not even the same shoe. I looked out the window and I said, gee, more things were wacky. And I saw 3. Now, this book is older. Some of the things that seem wacky might not be. Like my son Chase said, that bike, nope, it's just old. But do worms usually chase birds? That's wacky. Do you see this apple tree? Do bananas usually grow on apple trees? That's wacky. One more. Look, the sprinkler is on. But how is the water getting to the sprinkler when there's a hole in the hose? That's wacky. I went down the hall and I said, hey, 3 more things were wacky today. One is really easy, right? I don't know about you, but I don't have any candy canes holding up my tables. That's wacky. Chase thought the room was wacky, but I think he just forgot to put it away. But look, I don't know about you, but I don't usually hang my pictures upside down. Nope. And there's a couple doors in our house, but most of them usually just have one doorknob. That's wacky. Are you ready? This is the silliest page. One of them. In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. Look what Mrs. Torres did. He was naked. So he hit his hiney. I was like, oh, I don't want to see his hiney. But that's not even the wacky part. You're supposed to have your hiney when you take a shower, right? But do you usually wear socks when you take a shower? That's wacky. And look, I don't know about your house, but my house doesn't have any trees growing out of the toilet. No way. And look, I don't have a fish. I have a cat. But if I had a fish, I don't think I would keep it in a jug in the bathroom. And one more thing. I hope that this family doesn't wash their hands very often. Because I think if they went to wash their hands, they might get water up their nose. It's upside down. I began to dress. Then I said, wow, 4 more things were wacky now. And as I turn, before I give them away, you can always press pause. So you can find the wacky things first and then see if I tell you all the same ones, okay? You just touch the screen. Well, look, there's more shoes on the ceiling. Look under the bed. Okay. Now, Chase thought his drawer was wacky, but I think he just forgot to close it. That happens sometimes. But look, how's that chair standing up? It's got a hole in it. And the last one's really tricky. But the numbers on the clock are in the wrong places. 12 goes at the top, not the bottom. I looked into the kitchen. I said, by cracky, 5 more things are very wacky. Do mice chase cats? And hey, I don't know what you have for breakfast, but I don't usually have umbrella stew. Now, our fridge doesn't look like this anymore. That looks wacky in itself because this is an old book I told you. But even though it's old, I'm pretty sure they didn't have bugs that held up their fridge. And look, I hope nobody goes to put their plate down at this spot. It'll fall right through. One more. Look at how nicely all these cups are hanging. Except the one floating. Do your cups float? I was late for school. I started along and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. Remember, you can pause, then come back. I'm going to show you the things. Maybe you already found them. Let's see if you found all of them. I don't know about you, but my front steps usually don't lead to a window. And this house, you just walk into the wall. There's not even a door. Or maybe you come up through the chimney where the tree grows. In this house, oh, thank goodness, finally a house with steps that leads to the door. But wait, the window's floating over here. That's wacky. And I love to go for walks, but I usually don't push a tiger in a stroller. One more thing. Did you check out this car? Do people usually drive from the back seat? That's wacky. And then 7 more. All right, pause it because I'm going to give them away. All right. Did you hunt? Did you find the green sun? And how about the shoe with the bird in the middle of the road? And this house looks great for summer, but I don't think I would want to live there in the winter. It's a little windy and drafty. And hey, I'm all for wearing wacky hats, but I don't know about a shoe. And man, why is he sweating so much? Maybe because doesn't have any back tires and he has to walk the car. That's wacky. And look, this telephone pole has no pole. It's just floating. And don't forget, green means stop, right? That's wacky. Did I get them all? I think so. I think that's all. And the Sutherland sisters, they look wacky too. They said, nothing is wacky around here but you. I don't know, sisters. I think you lost some legs. And look, this one's losing her mind. But look, I yelled, 8 things are wrong here at school. Nothing is wrong, they said. Don't be a fool. Press pause and find them. Okay, here I go. I'm going to spoil them. So pause it if you don't want me to spoil it. All right, did you find all the wacky things? Do you usually see turtles in trees? And I definitely don't usually hang my shoes from trees. And look, this is a tricky one. Are you ready? It doesn't say for sale. It says fur sale. Like you're going to buy fur from a kitty cat or an animal. That's wacky. And this is the George Washington School, except they spelled school wrong. Can you imagine a sign for a school with the word school spelled wrong? That's wacky. And look, the flagpole has a hole in it. Not just a hole, it's got a shoe on top. And look at the flag. Do the stars go on this part? That's wacky. And listen, we have lots of different people in our school. But last I knew, we didn't have any tigers. No tigers. That's wacky. I ran into school. I yelled to Miss Bass, "Look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class." All right, press pause if you don't want me to spoil it. You ready? Did you find them? Well, some of them are tricky. Like this one right here. That's not George Washington. That's Abraham Lincoln. You might not know him yet. And look, I don't know about you, but I don't think Mrs. Torres's desk has a shoe on it. And I'm pretty sure it'd be very hard to teach if I was wearing roller skates all day. That's wacky. And look, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Z, and Y. Wait a minute. I don't think that's how it ends. That's wacky. And look, they're practicing their addition. That's pretty good, but I don't really think she should stand on his head. That's wacky. And hey, students come in all shapes and sizes, but this man looks a little bit old for kindergarten. That's wacky. And hey, excuse me, dude, you're facing the wrong way. I see, you're facing the wrong way. And look, another friend's losing their mind. He's losing his mind. That was a lot, wasn't it? Just wait, we're not done yet. Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out. You're the wacky one. Out, said Miss Bass. All right. Take a peek. Pause it if you don't want me to spoil it. Well, I don't know. Did you find him? What? Tricky. This says George Washington. And first of all, it's George Washington. And second of all, that's not George Washington. And I don't know about you, but I know we don't really use this kind of telephone anymore, but I'm pretty sure when we did, they didn't plug into plants. And I'm pretty sure that this mouse might get electrocuted if you were chewing on the wire. That's wacky. I went out the school door. Things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. All right. Press pause if you don't want me to spoil. Pause it. You got him? Did you bring your pet alligator to school today? Alligator's not a pet. That's wacky. I don't think the stripes on the flag are blue, do you? And oh, let's see. This tree is just wearing his best shoe. And sir, I don't think that's a very safe way to ride your horse. I think you should probably turn around there, buddy. And look, this man's just sitting in nice, he's enjoying looking at the water. This man's sitting in the water. That's wacky. We don't usually sit in a fountain. This car is wearing a shoe. And I'm pretty sure that giraffes don't go in the sewer. Not to mention, excuse me, ma'am, I don't think you should walk the baby on top of the car. That's wacky. Now, there's one more that was probably hard to see. You ready? All the way in the back. I don't know about you, my house does not float. Oh, this book is too much, huh? Wacky, wacky, wacky. I think I got them all. Not sure. And then I counted 11. Press pause. Did you find them all? All right, I'm going to spoil it. So press pause if you don't want me to. Well, ma'am, I think you have the wrong baby. She's pushing a tree. And look, this tree is a chimney. I think this tree's maybe just the wrong color. And there's a shoe right in the smoke. And now it's not a for sale, but it's a for sale. They're going to sell the number 4. What? You can't sell the number 4. You can make it. Let's see. Well, this looks like a good door. But how are you supposed to get in this one? You have to roll sideways? That's wacky. Let's see. Ma'am, I think something happened to your baby. He looks a little green. And look, this one has no back wheels. This one has a ski. And if that wasn't wacky enough, this one's floating. But perhaps my favorite on this whole page is this one. I don't know that I've ever seen anyone walking down the street pushing a little old man. That's wacky. They don't go in a stroller. I think I got them all. If not, you can tell me later. Then, 12 worst things. Oh my goodness, guys. I got scared and I ran. I ran and knocked over Patrolman McGann. All right, you take a peek. All right, press pause. Press pause. Did you find him? We're just out for a stroll in the park, and I went through the front door of the park. That's wacky. This stroller has shoes. How about this one? There's a tiger pushing the baby. No, thank you. I don't think I would want a tiger to watch my baby. And oh, wait. These shoes just go walking by themselves. And ma'am, I don't think that's a safe way to push your stroller. I think something's going to happen to your baby. This one got tired. Now the baby's pushing the mama or the grandma. Can you imagine if you saw a baby in the park pushing grandma? And look, this plane is flying backwards. I don't think that's safe, sir. You should probably turn the plane around. Bridge. Who needs a bridge? We're just going to put a big hole and let the cars jump over. That's why. Wait, we're not done. Have you ever seen a pig with chicken legs? Whoa. All right. I've heard twins and triplets. I've even heard of quintuplets. That's 5 babies. But holy guacamoles. What a babies. And perhaps the wackiest of all, a cow with 2 butts. No head, just 2 butts. Oh, this book. Oh, I almost missed one. There's a window floating in the sky. I'm sorry, patrolman. That's all I could say. Don't be sorry, he smiled. It's that kind of day. But be glad, Wacky Wednesday will soon go away. Sir, there's a shoe on your hand, and I think you're supposed to walk on your feet. Oh, wait. I thought he was the police. Is he the shoe police? What? Only 20 things more will be wacky, he said. Just find them and then you can go back to bed. I think I might have to do that. This is a lot of wackiness. All right. I'm gonna turn it so you can see it. You press pause. All right. If you didn't find him, press pause and go back because I'm going to spoil it. Ready? Let's see if you found all 20. Well, there's this bush here. It's like a unicycle bush. And look, the cars come out of the sky. That's wacky. Not one, but two suns, two orange suns. And oh no, there's a traffic jam because there's a plane on the road. I hope the plane doesn't hit this lady with the stroller. And don't worry if you're late to school, you can just hop in your house and it will float over. That's wacky. Or maybe you can take your flying car. That's wacky. And I'm pretty sure that chimneys are supposed to be attached to the building, not floating above. That's wacky. And look, here's a tree with a big hole in the trunk, like the whole trunk. I think I might like to live in these houses. That's pretty wacky, right? Oh boy. Sir, I think you might get a headache sitting like that. I think you better turn around. His hiney's in the air and his head is on the ground. Who sits like that? That's silly. And oh, we thought a pig with chicken feet was silly, but how about a pig with no feet? Oh no. Another person who's losing their mind. And oh, this lady got tired, so her chair is just going to float and push the stroller. I don't think so. Oh, another bush wearing a shoe. And hey, wait, who needs wheels? We'll just make the babies walk the stroller. But nothing is more magical than this. This baby has an invisible stroller, or maybe it's just a floating baby. Must be Baby Yoda. Hold on. What is this? The fish is catching a man. Now that's wacky. I don't know if I got them all. That's a lot of wacky things to find on one page. You can tell me later if I missed one or 5. Whew. Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. That was a lot of wacky things. I wonder if there will be anything wacky in our classroom today. I'm not telling. See you soon.